Hi, this is Tanya from Love Buddha Tarot, back with the monthly forecast for Leo for February 2018. How are you doing, Leo? These are the first monthlies that I'm doing this month, because I didn't have time to do January, so it's good to be back. And I hope the energies are pretty crazy at the moment. I don't know if any of you have felt that with this new moon and stuff like that we've had, but the messages so far have been quite interesting and quite intense, so forewarned is forearmed. Right, okay, I'm going to go straight into what I was picking up psychically with you, Leo, when I started to tune into you. And I feel like this month, it's a bit rocky for quite a lot of people, okay? And I want to say that for every action, there is a positive and negative reaction, okay? That's what I want to come in, because I feel this month could you see you doing something, or could see the fallout of something you have done. And it's almost like you've opened Pandora's box, okay? Now, if we remember when Pandora opened the box, she unleashed all sorts of evils and ills on the world, but what was left in the box was hope. And I totally believe that everything that happens is for a reason, whether it's deemed as negative or what. But I feel you have done something. There may have been a little bit of temptation. You may have been tempted, or, you know, things may have been stagnant, and you haven't thought about the consequences of your actions, okay? Now, I'm not saying that they're going to be negative, but they could be in some cases. And I feel there's a control here around you, Leo. I feel this could be maybe you are not wanting to face the responsibilities of what you've done, or maybe you are wanting to control situations, okay? Because I'm feeling you being quite rigid here. It's kind of like you are wanting your way, and you need to be careful of at what price you might have to pay for that in the future, or you may be paying the price for something at the moment, if that makes sense. Now, before you all jump on the bandwagon and I get all of these messages, you don't like Leos, you don't like this, you don't like what, some of my closest people are Leos, right? So I don't pick and choose what messages come through. So if like I say, if you don't like that, then, you know, maybe there's some part of the truth that you don't like with this, because this is what is coming through. You may have not have done this in a manipulative way, but what I'm saying is there is always a consequence to your actions, and you may have to pay the price with this as well. I feel like you, I don't know, there was something that you were compelled to do. It was like you were sort of, or you may be compelled to do. It's like, well, I need to try it, and then it gets it out of my system, or I need to explore this and see where it's going, sort of thing. Because it's like you don't want to live with regrets and sort of, oh, I wished I'd done that, or I wished I'd gone for that opportunity when it was presented to me, okay? So like I say, if you've done something, you know, and you have no regrets with it, great. That is absolutely brilliant, you know, because I always say I'd rather regret something I have done than something I haven't. Sometimes things don't work out, but hey, you know, that's the price you pay, you know. You what is it, you something the ride, isn't it? Yeah, you take the ride, you take a chance, or something like that. So that's what's coming through psychically. It's like I say, you may have unleashed something, okay, and you know the fallout may still be there a little bit. Now, when I'm looking at your tarot here and seeing what we have here, I feel that there's been a sense of boredom around you, okay? This is what I'm getting. It's like itchy feet. It's wanting to feel alive again, wanting to feel just wanting to feel something. So like I say, this might not be a bad thing what I'm talking about. It's like, you know, often we need to, there's a great song by Tim Buckley, and it's called, I think it's Sweet Surrender, and it's, you know, it's like when things get stagnant, you often get, you know, your eye gets turned, or you get drawn elsewhere. And this is what I feel could be happening here, because it's like you were sick of safe, you were sick of security, you needed something to I don't know, to get them juices flowing, get that fire burning again in your belly, you know. And you may, like I say, this may be, you may have learned a big lesson in this, but in some ways you have exerted your independence as well. I want to say to you, whatever it is you've done, stand up and own it. Be truthful, okay? Because when we deceive, it's almost like, oh, what a tangled web we weave when first we practice to deceive. So, you know, as long as you are honest about your actions and honest and open, then, you know, if you're living in your truth, then nobody can say anything about it, you know. And if you speak your truth, even if your voice is shaking, then that is a brave act, okay? Because I feel there's this independence coming. There's this, like, you know, feeling like you, I don't know, needing to find that security in yourself rather than by getting it from somebody else. I hope this is making sense. This is how it's coming out here, you know. But I really feel there's this determination coming with you. So, you know, that what I was getting at the beginning, it's about, right, okay, you know, face the truth, face your consequences, you know, and if they were worth it, then great. So I feel there's a talk and there's a clarity. It's like there's this need of security. I don't know if some of you have been feeling, you know, I mean, often when we are parents or whatever, we forget who we truly are on a soul level, you know. We just play these roles, and that can actually make us stuck and stagnant. And this is what I feel we're getting here. It's like a case of being worn out with playing the role, and worn out with, you know, Groundhog Day, everything being the same. Where's the excitement? Where's the passion in life? And this is may be what you're on the search for. But it's like I say, choose wisely where you are going. You know, there's a lot of options around for you. Some may be illusions, some roads may lead you to your destiny. You know, some roads may lead you to riches, happiness, whatever. Some may take you down a dead end. So I really feel this month is about being clear about that. Don't do anything that gives you anxiety, okay? If you're feeling anxiety, if you're feeling that, you know, that this doesn't feel right in my gut, don't do it. If you're doing something that doesn't feel right, if you're living a life that doesn't feel right, you know, then do something about that. Because what I'm seeing here is this need for you to feel, okay? This need for you to feel empowered, to feel your power, to actually step out and dance to the beat of your own drum, you know, no longer being governed by what other people are saying you should do, or, you know, what you feel is logically good for you. You know, let yourself go. Let this wild abandon out. You know, this is what I feel, because I feel that there could be, for some of you, there could be an end of a relationship, brief, bang, whoa, that's it, over, you know, out of the blue. For some of you, there could be one comes in, pretty much like a whirlwind, and takes you by surprise. There is success, completion, there's something over, something beginning, something coming in fast, okay? And I do feel this is around relationships, okay? So when I'm talking here, it's almost like the negative positive. Is it a negative thing? Is it a positive thing? You know, and I feel if we look at things, it's only the way we decipher them as to whether they're negative or positive. So say, for instance, you know, I'm sitting out in the glorious sunshine here, and it's beautiful and I'm loving the sunshine. Yeah, last week it rained for 2 days without stopping, and I complained. You know, I spoke to somebody I know in the village, and I said, oh God, this rain. And they said, we need this rain. We really need this rain. You know, the place is drying up. You know, the wells are dry. This rain is welcomed. So 2 different people experienced the same thing, but both had, you know, to one person it was negative, to the other person it was positive. Okay, so this is what I'm saying needs to be sort of looked at this month with you. I hope that's making sense. But yeah, like I say, if you hold yourself back, you may be holding yourself back from joy and happiness that you deserve. I want to say here, you have a lot of love to give, Leo. You know, whether you admit to this or not, you have. You know, you're a big softy deep down, and I feel if you are not getting back what you are prepared to give in, then, like I say, it is a case of taking a risk and going, you know, following your heart. Because I feel it's like, it's like you've been sitting and waiting and waiting and waiting for change, waiting for change, waiting for change. Things will change, you know, and after the winter, after the summer, after whatever, you know, and things aren't changing. So it's almost like you have been compelled to make these changes, and you have been compelled to jump ship and do something that is completely out of your character as well, you know. And they say do something every day that scares you, and this is what you might have done, you know. This is, I really, really like this, because you will only do this if there is emptiness where you are. So I really feel that there has been a boredom around you, a stagnation, a safeness, you know, but we don't want to live in safe, you know. We only have one life, and we need to feel it. We need to feel it from our core, and we need to feel these passions and everything, you know. And it's like you've worked at whatever you've done, and now you're just, you know, you want to be free again. It's almost like that Queen song, I want to break free, you know. And I feel this month you could do, you know, I really do, because I feel some of you setting off on a journey. It's like you're breaking through these chains. I mean, I mentioned control in the beginning. This could be where you have been feeling controlled as well, you know, and it's like you're getting a get out of jail free card. This is what you're getting. I feel that there could be a water sign connected with this in some way. Again, this water sign could be from the past, or it could be from the future, but there is something here that is going to balance you out, okay? So I'm not saying to you go out and be wild and reckless. You need to do this in moderation, whatever it is you're doing, but it's almost like your soul is calling to you, and you need to cross this line, okay? You need to cross this line from boredom into adventure, and this is it. I feel the massive need for adventure here. I feel you will be successful. There might be a bit chaos and a bit of a shitstorm during this, but this is leading you to a new life, and a new life that you know that you deserve. It's almost like you are being given the world in your hands, and you are being given this choice and saying, are you going to stay how things are, you know, where you're unhappy, unfulfilled, or are you going to go out and search for something that makes your soul sing? And I feel this is where the confusion lies, okay? But I feel it's really a time of taking action, you know. Be careful, you know, like watch what you're doing. Do it so that you can actually look back on yourself with pride rather than shame or regret, okay? This is coming in because I do feel the security for you coming, you know, but you need to make a decision. If you meet somebody new, then like I say, be honest, tell your partner about it, you know. If you are wanting to do something, don't just scurry off in the middle of the night, you know. Actually stand and say, right, okay, I'm going, or I'm leaving, or whatever, you know. This is it. It's about doing what you want to do, but having the balls to actually, you know, stand in your truth and explain why you're doing this as well. I feel a lot of joy is coming in for you, Leo, you know, a lot of freedom, a lot of fun, and a lot more laughter than what you have been having, okay? But like I say, just please don't be rash, okay? Rash decisions will turn around and irritate you eventually, okay? So think this through, go after what's in your heart, but make sure that you have a solid plan with it. I hope that makes sense to you. My computer is about to die, so I'm going to pull a spirit card quickly for you and see what we have there. Yeah, there's this longing. There's something needs to be stirred. Something needs to be stirred in you, I feel, Leo. So, right, okay. A spirit card for Leo for February. Whoa, right. Right, okay. So this is a card called Patience, and this is saying, you are entering a time of great love and peace. Be patient and allow the current storm to clear. There's resurrection here. No more wounds. Only love is predicted for the future. And I think this is what it's saying. Like I say, I said, don't be rash, okay? This doesn't mean wait months and months and years and whatever, because you may have already done this. But what it's saying is have a bit of a clear plan, and then that will save a lot of heartache and a lot of tears as well, okay? So I hope that made sense. You know, it's only guidance. Please don't shoot the messenger. But, you know, I feel this is leading you to where you should be. I feel that's what it is, Leo, okay? So please let me know if that resonated with you. If anybody would like a personal reading with me, because I have been away for a couple of weeks, I have extended the Christmas offer. So it is now available until the 14th of February, okay? The reading won't be conducted before that, I think, because I am quite busy, I am quite full up. But if you book the reading before the 14th of February, you get the discounted price. You can click on the link below in the description. It takes you straight through to my booking and it will show you my availability. Please bear in mind that there is a time clock on there because obviously there's a lot of time differences. And if you put your time clock in, the reading will be at your time, okay? Don't worry about what my time is. It's all set up to tell me what time it is, okay? So this is looking at your time and your time clock is there as well. Okay, so have an absolutely fabulous month, Leo. Please let me know how you get on. And like I say, bravery is brilliant. Bravery will be rewarded. But please remember to stand in your truth when you're doing it as well. Okay? Satnam.